Welcome friend, thank you for watching. Here is what's happening today if you'd like to stick around. We'll go over some awesome tips that I really believe will help anybody in a long distance relationship. Though it's a couple of weeks apart or a year or more, being away from each other just sucks, and you'll need ideas like these. Doing shoutouts again, I want to show your beautiful faces since you are indeed so supportive of me, and I thank you so much for that. So every video moving forward will feature one of you. And lastly, because it is important to connect with the information, every time you see this today, write down one reason why you should stay strong while your partner is away, and do that every single time you see this. Distance can be complicated and it's not always going to be easy, but there are lots of success stories out there, and what that means is that it can be done. So I think the first step is to gift each other with a personal object to hang on to. A ring, a keychain, a bottle of perfume or cologne. When you miss the other person, it's nice to have something to physically hang on to and feel their presence or smell them. There is power in the little things, especially if you're going through a period where your mind could flip-flop on you. Tip number 2 is to define your parameters so you can properly manage expectations. Spend some time together and map out the ground rules. Be clear with what you expect of each other during the time apart so there are no surprises that can potentially plant little seeds of doubt in your mind. Here are some examples. Write these down and then think of other points that really matter to you and to the other person. Of course, one idea is, are you exclusive? When is it okay for the other person to go out with people of the interested sex, and when is it not okay? What are some things that would bother you if the other person did them? Clearly define the expectations that will keep you comfortable and trusting in each other, and figure those out together as early as possible. From that point on, avoid risky situations. Basically, if you already know that going to the club or being out late at night is not something that will make your partner happy, either A, don't do it, or B, give the other person a heads up, a reason why you're going, reassure him or her that nothing is going to happen and you will check in first thing in the morning. The same thing goes for the other person, of course. There has to be this understanding and an agreement in place. Does that make sense? And please, always stay honest with each other. Openly talk about any feelings, fears, jealousy you may have. Let your partner give you the support you need to stay strong. Don't hide anything, but don't beat a dead horse either, if you know what I mean. If you've talked about something once, twice, 3 times, okay, that gets old after a while. You seriously need to trust the other person. Now, some of the tips today will help with that, but I will also link below a few other relationship videos because there will be some nuggets in many of them that will help even if you're separated by distance. Number 4, agree on how often you should talk. Is it every day, every other day, but texting in between? Do that and then try to stick to the schedule consistently. And of course, pepper in some creative moments as well. Greeting each other, good morning and good night, ideally needs to happen every day. Plan video calls at least once a week, and on top of that, every now and then send the other person a fun 30-second video or an audio file to keep things more interesting. Number 5 is to have a mutual goal in mind. Since everybody ultimately feels some need to settle down, this is a necessary conversation to have. So ask your partner, what is their ultimate goal in the relationship? Where does he or she see your relationship in 1 year and in 5 years? Make a plan with each other and map out a timeline. Outline the estimated times you'll be apart and then when you'll be together, and then draw out the end goal so you can be on the same page. The parameters we talked about earlier will need to be in the context of you achieving those goals. So that's how everything will start making more sense, and you will work together as a unit, you will share goals and make the time apart a little bit more manageable. Tip number 6 is to avoid excessive communication. That tends to happen often with couples that are apart, and that is not good. You don't want to overcompensate for the distance by communicating all the time. That will only make you look needy and possessive. Once you decide on a communication plan, stick to that. The occasional surprise video, of course, is amazing, but not all day, every day. It's not about the volume of your conversations, but the quality. Tip number 7 is to keep up with each other's social media, like each other's photos, tag one another, and share things on each other's walls. In today's day and age, this will keep you connected, but be cool about it. Don't get all wrapped up in it. If you are tempted to see every single person who liked and who commented on his every picture, just know that you're getting a little stalky, and you will create unnecessary insecurities because you may start seeing things that are just not there. So put the phone down. Now, sex is crucial in keeping you glued together, and that's not just a biological need, it's an emotional one as well. So the occasional provocative text is necessary. Sexy references work as well. Funny sex puns are awesome. Physical togetherness is huge when you're apart, so as is possible, absolutely schedule sex time regularly. Make sure your Skype is working, close the doors, and arrange in advance to have privacy. Talk dirty to each other to turn each other on. Use toys. You simply have to do this. Even if you're a little shy, you have to release all inhibitions. Take a deep breath, be in the moment, and think only about how much you care about the other person. When you care about somebody, you won't judge them. So there won't be a better person in this present time to actually help you let go of any inhibitions, anything holding you back, and just be part of the process. Next tip is to do things together, like watch a movie, a TV show, maybe a documentary, or on YouTube or Netflix, whatever it is, just do it in the same time. Read the headlines together and then talk about what's happening in the news in the world. If you are around the same time zone, drink your coffee together in the morning as well. FaceTime while taking a walk outside so you can walk together. If you sing and he plays an instrument, sing a song together over Skype. Go do some online shopping together and buy each other something nice that is a surprise and either one of you won't see until it gets delivered. You have to think of as many things you can do together as possible that you both enjoy, because it's through shared experiences that you can push through living apart. Not to mention that you will have more topics in common that you can talk about. I also recommend playing games together. The laughing, the feeling like kids together, that is bonding. And Scrabble and Uno are actually very simple and super easy to play while apart. Visiting each other as often as possible is of course a no-brainer, as is knowing each other's schedules, because it's important to know when the other person is busy, not only because you don't want to start freaking out if you call and they don't answer or don't call you for a little while, but two, because you wouldn't want to interrupt the other person while they're doing something important, maybe for work or maybe they're studying. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos that help improve everyday life, and sign up for the email if you haven't already. I'll tell you why. Because there are several more tips that I have for you on this topic, and I didn't add right now because, let's be honest, how many here actually watch 15-minute videos? So I have a private blog that I'm writing right now and I will email to you at the end of this week. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up to let me know that you did. Comment below with your thoughts or maybe other tips for the community or what other videos you'd like to see. And on that note, today's shout out goes out to ᎯℒℰXᎯ℉, who actually suggested today's topic. Next shout out will be picked from the comments below on this video, so definitely talk to me if you'd like to be featured, and follow me / add me on Instagram and Snapchat for lots more of what I consider to be awesome content. May good luck and fortune follow you everywhere you go today and every day. I love you for watching, and I'll see you again in a few days in a new video. Bye!